Hello, welcome to this episode of OC Now. I'm DJ McAllister.
And I'm Hannah Peterson, coming to you from Saddleback College. Thanks for joining us.
Coming up on today's show, we will bring to your attention the crisis of student hunger across many college campuses, give you a sneak peek into Saddleback College's new sports complex, and take a look into a program for up-and-coming artists sponsored by Taco Bell.
Before getting into all of that, we wanted to bring to your attention that as of April 10th, Dr. James Bice, Acting Vice President of Saddleback College's Administrative Services, was temporarily appointed to Acting President of Saddleback College, according to Interim Chancellor Thomas M. Fallow. On April 2nd, OC News Team reporters Holly Brocksterman and Marissa Yoakum had the opportunity to sit down with Dr. Gregory Anderson prior to this announcement. Here's what Dr. Anderson had to say about his first 6 months as president and his thoughts on education.
On Monday, April 2nd, OC News team members Holly Brocksterman and Marissa Yoakum met up with Saddleback College President Dr. Gregory Anderson to learn more about his personal background in teaching.
Yeah, I started off in the Peace Corps. I wasn't originally supposed to be doing teaching. I was going to be an agricultural extension agent, which in retrospect is also teaching, because what you're doing is you're advising farmers on how to get better at farming, whether it's irrigation or pesticide use or terracing fields, drought control, all that kind of stuff.
Dr. Anderson's time with the Peace Corps taught him how to adapt to new situations, especially when it came to taking on the role as college president.
It helped me, I think, adapt to the culture here at Saddleback and in Orange County, because I hadn't ever lived in Orange County before, and it is a really different culture. So I feel like even though I've been here 6 months, I'm still learning a lot. So I'd encourage any student who happens to see this, to try to get time to stop by and say hello and share things about what are your dreams and things like that.
With a passion for teaching education, Dr. Anderson is focused on improving Saddleback College by taking steps and setting goals to make our campus a more student-focused academic institution.
We're also very pleased to say that we continue to strengthen our enrollment planning. So we've had a team come to visit us and listen to us. They're coming back in May to work with us on a plan. And part of that is making sure that our schedule of classes, our schedule of sections, when do we offer, what do we offer, all of that is meeting student needs. So I'm very pleased that this college is willing to do that kind of introspection, that kind of reflection, and say, how can we be better to show up for students? Rather than always asking students to show up for us, we're going to figure out how to be better at showing up for students and making sure that our college is ready to serve their needs and your needs.
This has been Holly Brocksterman and Marissa Yoakum with OC News Team.
Dr. Gregory Anderson, former Saddleback College president, formally resigned due to personal circumstances on April 10th.
We now go to OC News Team reporter Nicole Knight to hear about a new solution to a looming crisis on college campuses.
The old joke about starving college students is a growing reality.
Now what we're talking about in terms of food security are students who don't have enough money to eat and are going to school and working often 2 or 3 jobs to make ends meet, and are going to school hungry, which influences their ability to concentrate and their ability to get the grades that they need.
The numbers are shocking.
41% of students are experiencing low or very low food security.
That's where college food pantries come in. There are 600 college food pantries across the country, like this one at Orange Coast College in Costa Mesa.
Hey. Hello. How are you today?
Good, how you doing?
I'm doing well.
The food pantry offers canned goods, fresh produce, and supplies. Students can also sign up for food stamps and housing. Most of the food is donated by Second Harvest Food Bank.
We serve between 60 and 100 students a day.
OCC student Latoya Lee said she signed up for food stamps, but the food pantry saves her from spending on groceries.
I had to quit my job to come to school, so I don't really have any income, so this helps.
To find a food pantry near you, visit the College and University Food Bank Alliance.
If you're at Saddleback College, free groceries are available in Parking Lot 1 near the football stadium on the first and third Wednesday of each month, between 10 and 11 in the morning.
Residents of one Orange County city are fed up with skyrocketing rent and are demanding rent control. A group of Santa Ana residents filed paperwork to gather signatures to put rent control on the city's ballot in November. Citizens of 5 other local cities are also circulating petitions to cap rents, but the apartment industry says rent control would make the housing crisis worse. The average rent in Orange County is $1,883.
There's a new craze in Orange County, and this time around it isn't kombucha. With several dozens of boba locations all across the OC, it's easier than ever to give this bubbly boba drink a try. Here's OC News Team's Jay Ali with more.
Boba, matcha milk tea with extra boba. Boba, it's the craze that's been taking over Orange County. This is Jay Ali reporting from OC Weekly's 2017 pick for Best of Boba called Milkbox to find out what boba is.
So boba is basically tapioca. It's tapioca in round little spheres. We used to do mini boba, which was kind of a milk box thing. Usually the regular size is about a little bit smaller than a dime.
With boba creating such a hype, I had to get the scoop on how it's made.
Boba is made through a boiling process. It's boiled once and then it sits for a little bit in that same hot water as well. You do have to rinse it out just because there's like leftover jelly from the actual tapioca. So you wash that off and then you just let it soak in more syrup and then it soaks up all that syrup and then that's how you have boba.
I was also able to get some insight into why it is so popular.
It's like such a fun thing to have. Like there's different flavors, different sizes. Like there's something called mini boba, it's just a smaller size. It's a new addition to your drink.
Boba is like apparently one of the many things that you can add to your iced teas or your milk teas. But I think what makes boba particularly popular is probably just that extra syrup taste you get in your milk tea. It's very subtle. It's just started more of kind of like a social gathering kind of thing. So because tea was such a common thing in Asian cultures, I think boba kind of becomes like the youth version of having that milk tea or having that still traditional, that communal tea.
What is it about this boba drink that you love so much?
I just like how the boba is like super sweet and squishy. It's kind of like having candy in your drink, I guess. I don't know.
And it's just fun to drink.
Yeah.
I like how like there's so many different flavors and it could be like in different ways. Like this could be a smoothie. It's entertaining to eat, I guess. I don't know. It's not so boring and it's good.
How many times a week would you say that you drink boba?
Twice a week. I really like it. I would probably drink it more, but I'm a college girl on the budget.
Finally, if you're looking to support a good cause, you can do so by buying your boba at Milkbox. I hear that you guys have a new concept when people order, so can you elaborate more on that?
So yeah, from now on we don't have prices per se. We have a suggested price of $4, but it's a pay what you can. So you get to choose if you want to pay like $5. So it's up to you how much you want to pay. And then 10% of all profits made at the end of the month after we've paid off like everything to keep the shop running will be going to a certain charity. So for the next like 3-4 months we'll be doing Operation Agua in Puerto Rico. And then we also take suggestions to what we should donate to. So like people could like tell us online, tell us in person. We get to choose what we'd like to donate to. So the more we make, the more we try to get back, a bigger percentage. But as of right now, it's 10%. But yeah, that's how we are now.
This is Jay Ali with OC News Team.
The next time you stop by Milkbox to pick up some boba, be sure to make your suggestions on which charities to donate to. Maybe they'll even start one to help the hunger crisis across college campuses.
On March 27th, 2 great white sharks were seen at Capistrano Beach in Dana Point. Earlier in March, another great white shark was spotted near the San Clemente Pier, shutting down the city's beaches. According to Chris Lowe, director of California State Long Beach University's Shark Lab, it is shark pupping season, causing a large number of juvenile shark sightings. The juvenile sharks stay and feed in a certain area before becoming adult sharks and migrating to different locations. During 2017, there were about 9 shark attacks in California, none of which were fatal. Last year's attacks were the most recorded attacks since 2004. With summer right around the corner, make sure you stay safe in the ocean waters.
Being located in a premier area of California, Orange County has become an incredible place to experience a farmer's market for the first time. With food, groceries, clothing, and other items made by small local businesses, farmers markets serve as a fun place to hang out and support your town. Come with me to 3 different Orange County markets and see for yourself what there is to offer. All across Orange County, you can find over 30 farmers markets each week featuring a large variation of products and vendors. We stopped by 3 markets, the Irvine Market at Kaiser Permanente, Costa Mesa Market at the OC Fairgrounds, and the Dana Point Market at the La Plaza Park to see what each of the vendors had to offer.
About how many markets would you say you go to?
I do 4 markets a week.
We're farmers markets exclusively.
Try to source as much here in the market, just because the farmers are my buddies.
I started out with my Sunshine in a Jar, and I was making that. It's Mandarin Orange, Lisbon Lemon, and Meyer Lemon Marmalade. I was making that, and my friends kept wanting more and more, and I had to keep them stocked up in it. Then I put it into the Orange County Fair.
So we do citrus and avocados, so we're like an orchard mostly, and we grow about 9 varieties of avocados, and then a whole array of citrus.
We sell a variety of dips. We started with sunflower dips. Those are going to be kind of like hummus, but made with sunflower seeds. But then we started doing salsas. Our best sellers are guacamole. And we have like spicy or mild on like guacamole, mango salsa, red salsa, green salsa. And then we started recently with cheese dips.
Why should people buy here versus the store? What's the biggest difference other than the fact that it's handmade?
You're getting a higher quality. You're going to be spending more money, but when you start making something in a huge production, the quality naturally is going to go down.
Commercial farm is still like growing on a commercial scale, so they're able to use all kinds of chemicals and fertilizers that are still within organic, whereas like a small-time farmer isn't going to go out of their way to fertilize with all these excess chemicals.
It's myself and my cousin is my business partner. We make and sell everything you see out here, and we try to use as much non-GMO product as we can, organic when it's affordable. So that's kind of why we call ourselves Conscious Dips. We don't use any artificial preservatives in anything that we make and anything that we put.
I do it under the cottage food license, which allows me to do it out of my own home.
Like as a citrus and avocado farm, our seasons are mostly like fall and winter, a little bit of the spring, but like once summer hits, most all of this stuff is done and growing.
As summer quickly approaches, products may be changing, so be sure to check out what each of your local farmers markets have to offer. Farmers markets can be found on almost any day of the week in multiple locations around Orange County. Look for a market near you and experience the fun while supporting local business.
Popeye's Louisiana Kitchen has officially made its way down to South Orange County. It is located off Los Alisos and Geronimo in Mission Viejo. For up-to-date information on opening days, check their website, popeyes.com.
OC News Team gets together with Director of Marketing at Taco Bell headquarters, Will Bortz, and the bass player of the Mowgli's, Matt DePani, to learn more about the program Feed the Beat. Here's Dylan with more insight on the program and its unique effectiveness.
Free food, great music. That's Feed the Beat. Since 2006, Taco Bell and its Feed the Beat program has supported over 1,400 different musical acts. We spoke with Will Bortz, Director of Marketing at Taco Bell, to help us understand what Feed the Beat is.
So Feed the Beat is our music program. We actually started that 12 years ago. It was actually one of the first programs I created here. I saw that Taco Bell, while being very involved with music, didn't have a music program per se. So what we did is looked at what kind of bands and what kind of part in the music industry could we play a role in. There are lots of people that do amazing things for music. What we found was that nobody was really helping to elevate brand new artists. Nobody was really helping discover music in that way. Now the internet has caught up to where we are, but what we view our role in is really helping to introduce fans to bands and bands to fans. So if you just want to go and listen to some great music, take a look at our Pandora channel there. It is Pandora, and then obviously search for Feed the Beat, and you'll find the latest, greatest music from us. And we refresh that every month, so it's something new for everybody.
We feed people's lives with Moss as a motto at Taco Bell, and Bortz goes more into depth on how important success is within the Feed the Beat program.
Yeah, I think success can be defined by a bunch of different ways. One of the ways we look at it is how many artists do we have in the program. So currently we're up to 1,200 artists that have been in Feed the Beat, and the way we look at that once you're in the program, you're part of Taco Bell. So there are a lot of bands that have been from year 1 to year 2018 that are going to be a part of our program moving forward. It is not something that you just join once and then leave. It really is a way that we establish a relationship with an artist. And I think that's an important part of success as well. If you can help to build a relationship with somebody and build a real, true, authentic, meaningful role for yourself with helping their music get heard, the bands end up staying with you rather than just being together with you for 3 months or 6 months or a year. They view us as key in helping to build their career and to help get their music heard. So those sort of folks have a long relationship, and we hope to be that for those bands.
We had the opportunity to sit down and talk with Matt DePanini, the bass player for the Mowglis, about the band's relationship with Taco Bell and their experience with Feed the Beat.
We had heard about it when we signed to our first label, and Taco Bell had always just kind of been in our lives anyway. Everyone growing up on the West Coast, for the most part, you kind of couldn't avoid it. And then I think it was probably in like 2013, maybe 2014, they approached us and said they wanted to put our name on a box. And I was like, what box? What are you talking about? And I guess that's when they started introducing those boxes, and our name was at every Taco Bell on a box next to all of our friends' bands on these little mixtape looking things. And they sent us, I think they sent the band like $500 in Taco Bell money. And our first tour, I mean, we tried hard to spend that money. It's not easy spending $500 at Taco Bell because they make it very affordable.
That's what people love about it.
So we would just go to Taco Bell and like buy things for people that were around. Like we'd buy food for homeless people and like leave it downtown and stuff like that. And just kind of spread the love. Because for $20 you can feed a band of 8 people.
So
and at the time we were 8 people. So,
so cool.
And so $20 can feed a lot of homeless people as well.
Definitely.
So it's just like a common theme for us that we've always been the band that wants to do better for people.
Yeah.
So whether it's feeding them Taco Bell or just giving them a bottle of water, something like that can help.
Yeah.
And
that feels good just doing that.
Yeah, and that's always been part of our message is take care of other people.
Yeah.
So like 2013, 2014, we got involved with them, and they've just been around in our lives ever since.
Taco Bell creates long-time relationships with bands, like the ongoing relationship the Mowglis have sustained with the company. They tell us more on where to find information and how supportive Taco Bell is with artists.
Well, you can go to www.feedthebeat.com. That's where you kind of see all the things about Feed the Beat. And there's a couple things you should check out. One is we have a list of artists that we work with there. But we also have 2 times a year where we actually actively recruit new bands.
I would hope that every artist can try to get a chance to work with Taco Bell and the Feed the Beat program, because they support young artists trying to make it. And like I said, just to see your name on a box that people are buying every day it makes you feel like a rock star.
Yeah.
You know, even if you don't feel good that day, but you know it's out there, it makes you feel like you've done something right.
Definitely.
And that you're on the right track.
Definitely.
So I definitely encourage it, and they're, like I said, they're very receptive to new music. I even encourage bands to submit their music to Taco Bell. Just go on Twitter and just tweet them and be like, check this out, we want to be part of your program.
If you never do, you'll never know. And Taco Bell aims to constantly adapt and evolve with the music industry.
You know, music, and specifically the industry, is always evolving. And I think that the one key thing about how Taco Bell can keep growing is to never rest on its laurels and always evolve. So what you'll see from us is innovating against that, whether it is a live music environment and working with, you know, someone like a Live Nation, or working with a Pandora or a Spotify. Is it something that's in streaming world and how that is evolving? People consume music so differently that you have to make sure that you are doing new things all the time. And it's not just for the sake of doing it, it's to follow where the listeners are going. So I think that the biggest things you'll see from us is you're going to see more concerts from us. You're going to see us help to introduce new music to you guys and do it in a variety of ways. Sometimes it is in a concert environment, festival environment. Sometimes it's in a standalone one-off show. Sometimes it's done in a streaming environment like Pandora or Spotify to help introduce you guys to the music you don't even know you like yet. So that's what you're going to see from us as we evolve.
Finally, we asked Matt the most important question of the day.
What's your favorite thing to get at Taco Bell? Clearly,
I was actually waiting for that question. That's a good one. I'm a big fan of the cheesy gordita crunch. And I am a big fan of substituting the meat, the beans for the meat, no matter what.
Definitely.
And then, like, everyone always thinks you have to get the hottest sauce possible. Just get the hot sauce. It tastes better than
flavor.
the other ones. Yeah.
Flavor.
Perfect amount of spice, tastes better. But yeah, cheesy gordita crunch.
Feed the Beat is an amazing program to help fans discover new bands and bands discover new fans. So head over to feedthebeat.com to discover your new favorite bands. This is Dylan with the OC News team signing off.
Orange County Sheriff's Department announced increased DUI patrols to begin this month. Beginning April 10th, DUI saturation patrols, including checkpoints, will deploy to areas with the highest frequency of DUI accidents and arrests. Deputies have investigated 149 DUI collisions over the last 3 years, which resulted in 10 deaths and 45 injuries. Police are on the lookout for alcohol as well as drug intoxication, with officers especially trained in drug impairment now available to evaluate drivers.
Following the renovations done to the baseball stadium, Saddleback began the construction of a brand new sports complex by holding a groundbreaking ceremony. I attended the event to learn more. Saddleback College plans to build a new state-of-the-art sports complex and began the process by breaking ground in a ceremony held in the stadium on March 12th.
It's certainly a momentous occasion in our district to break ground on building a new Saddleback College athletic stadium complex.
The stadium was built in 1969, and the renovation has been something that's been in the making for quite a while.
For 50 years, or nearly 50 years, it's been the site of countless number of games, championships, events, really important moments in the lives of so many of our student athletes.
Now that the process has begun, the anticipation has Dr. Gregory Anderson and head coach Greg McElroy excited for the future of the stadium and school as a whole.
This facility is going to benefit Saddleback College and the communities that we serve.
It's going to be a gathering ground. It's going to be a place for folks to come together. First of all, our own students in their classroom, in their space, but then our community. And then everybody for sports, for entertainment. This is it. This is going to be the hub of South Orange County.
This is DJ McAllister for OC News Team. Construction and renovations are scheduled to be completed by fall of 2019.
The $11 million project to renovate the Nadadores swimming pool in Mission Viejo into an Olympic-quality aquatic center has been completed after over a year of construction. Opening day celebrations were conducted on April 7th, and competitions have returned to the venue.
1 month after the tragic shooting in Parkland, Florida, students from campuses across the nation walked out in unison to make their voices heard about gun violence in schools. Holly Broxman reports from the Saddleback College campus on March 14th.
Hundreds of students, teachers, and locals from Mission Viejo gathered at the Saddleback College Quad on March 14th to participate in the National School Walkout protesting gun violence, described as a call to action to end gun violence rather than rallying for or against gun reform.
It is important that we as students and as citizens uphold our civic duty and are civically engaged. We are the leaders of today and the future. Not only can you register to vote, but we do have petitions that you can sign at our booths, and we also encourage you to write letters to your congressional representatives. It is time we come together in solidarity and take action to end gun violence. Enough is enough. Thank you.
Another National School Walkout is being organized for April 20th to coincide with the 19th anniversary of the Columbine Massacre.
For more information about the upcoming walkout on April 20th, visit nationalschoolwalkout.net.
Before leaving you tonight, we would like to take a moment to acknowledge the recent shooting in San Bruno, California. 3 people were shot and wounded on Tuesday, April 3rd at the YouTube headquarters. Police identified the shooter as Nasim Nahafi Akhdam, a 39-year-old female San Diego resident. Akhdam was angry at YouTube for allegedly censoring and filtering her YouTube videos, causing them to not receive many views. After wounding her 3 victims, Akhdam was found dead with a self-inflicted gunshot wound. YouTube is now increasing security at all of its locations. That's all we have for you today. I'm DJ McAllister.
And I'm Hannah Peterson. Be sure to visit our website at ocnewsteam.com as well as on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. From all of us here at OC News Team, we thank you for tuning in.